Hey glamours, it's Crystal here. Someone just put on a comment saying you should call us your glamours, so I thought that was really cool. Today I'm going to show you how I clean my brushes. So there's two methods that I use to either deep clean or spot clean my brushes. But first I'm going to give an all over housekeeping thing of your brushes. Pretty much you should be cleaning your brushes every 1 to 2 weeks, I would recommend. I get lazy and I know everyone does with their brushes. It's so hard to work up the motivation to clean your brushes. So that's why spot cleaning your brushes can be really good if you just don't have the time. For the face brushes like a kabuki brush, you do need to deep clean it definitely, because you've really got to think of all the product that goes into this brush. You've got to get that product off because it can tend to get old and then the brush doesn't work the same way. Bacteria are getting in your brush and yeah, so you don't want to keep applying that to your face. Also, if you're doing makeup on other people, it's really important to clean your brushes before you move on to do someone else's makeup or back on yourself. That's where the spot method comes in handy for cleaning your brushes, but it is important to deep clean them as well. So for the spot cleaning method of your brushes, I do use this Artiste by Manicare brush cleaner. I picked it up from Priceline for roughly like $8–9. And it's pretty much just an alcohol cleaner for your brushes. You spray it into a tissue or some toilet paper or paper towel, whatever you choose, and then you just rub your brush on it and clean it up. So I'm just taking the tissue and then I'm going to spray 2 sprays of that, and then you'll see that the makeup is coming off the brush quite easily. You just rub it back and forth and do swirls and you'll see that that all comes off. I'll show you it again to show that it's all come off pretty much. It's good to do it twice or even 3 times if it is a really dirty brush, just to make sure that you're getting everything out of the brush. It's as simple as that, and then you have a really nice clean brush. You should leave your brush for, I don't know, maybe up to 10 minutes before you actually try and use it. Just to make sure that it's dried and all the alcohol content is gone off the brush or dried up from the brush. So that is the spot cleaning method. Then for the deep cleansing method, this is the one that I use, but you can use something else. I have a plate, dishwashing liquid, and olive oil. Pretty much I pour half the plate of dishwashing liquid and half of the olive oil. The dishwashing liquid is what you need to sanitize and get rid of all the germs off of your brushes, and then the olive oil is the part that you need to moisturize your brushes bristles to not dry them out and, you know, make them dead. All I do then is I take a brush and I swirl it in the middle and mix the two together, and then what I'll do is swirl it on my palm and just pretty much like what I did on the tissue, just to get all of the makeup out of the brush. Run it under water. It doesn't matter if it's cold or warm. I kind of like to do warm, not hot though. I do wear a glove because I can't stand getting heebie-jeebies, soggy hands. Don't forget to rinse them really thoroughly, just to make sure that all of that soap is out. And kind of squeeze them to make sure that the water is running clear. And then when you're done, you just want to just make sure all the water's out, and then kind of shape them into their normal shape. When you dry them, make sure not to dry them upright back in their jar, because then that may ruin the longevity of your brush. You want to dry them just pretty much flat, or if you can, have them leaning off of something. Leave them like off of the edge of something like that to dry. And see how the middle, see how like it's cleaner on the outside and there's still so much product in the middle? That's what you've got to work at the most to get that out. Also make sure with your brushes that when you're cleaning them, you keep them with the bristles downwards. You don't want to direct the water into the main part of the handle. Like I said before, when you dry them, you want them to be pretty much facing down. It is also really important to clean your brand new brushes before you use them. So right now I have a bunch of Real Techniques brushes just waiting to go because I wanted to film this and show you how I clean them. You don't know what has been in those brushes and you just want to start afresh with them. Make sure that they're totally clean before you put them on your face. The new ones are so easy to clean, you just pretty much need to lather them up and then you can rinse them. Again, make sure that you rinse them out completely because you don't want any of that soap left in there. When drying my brushes, I do usually just leave them on a tea towel and put them top to tail. Obviously that's top to tail. And let them dry out that way. Another deep cleansing method that people often use is baby shampoo. So I have the baby shampoo that has extra conditioner in it, which is really fantastic because that actually, like the olive oil, it maintains your bristles and keeps them nice and healthy. Just put it on a plate, or you put it in the palm of your hand and you swirl your brush, and it's exactly the same method, which is fine. But for some reason I just like this method because everything's in the kitchen and I just go and whip up a plate and then clean them in the kitchen sink. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and if there's any questions that you want to know, just leave them down below. Remember to follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and also subscribe if you haven't. I put out new videos every Wednesday and Saturday. And that's all for me today. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you again on Wednesday. Bye!